the greatest joy of my life.
Yes.
My husband, I adore him. He's
I would say my wife and children.
This friend of mine, the wife of a friend, said she just met this gal who had just come back from Europe, and she had her in stitches telling her about her trip.
Yeah.
Why don't you call her up? So I call her up. Can't get her. It turns out she's working at night as a social worker at that time. So I call her on a Saturday and I get her, tell her I'd like to date her, take her out to dinner. She says she doesn't go on blind dates. But she had some friends over at the time, and if I'd like to join them, I'd be welcome to come. Well, that was the last thing I wanted to come. I hadn't met her, and I hadn't met her friends, and I wasn't that socially adept. But I decided I was going to go anyway, in spite of the fact that I didn't want to. And that, after 10 weeks of courting, we got married. And it's lasted almost 65 years.
doing a really good job as a worker, raising children that were capable, that were happy, that worked well in their community, that had beliefs that were consistent with mine, that people are more important than things, and that we have to worry about how people eat, live, who gets work and who doesn't.
What's your advice as to how you can have a 65-year marriage?
And at times when difficult things arose, that she was always supportive.
I think part of it is that we were very compatible in our, first of all, we were both people with an academic background, so we both liked reading, we both loved the theater, we loved going to ballet, opera, we liked the same things. We loved music. So we had a lot of things in common. And then when she was studying for her master's, we'd put the kids to bed, she'd be studying, the house was quiet. I'd be studying for my doctorate. We sort of were goal-oriented.